All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are going to tackle one of the big ones for any market research apprentice, the famous, or maybe infamous, Skill S2. You know the one. If you've ever looked at that standard and just thought, what on earth is that, then you are in exactly the right place. Let's break it down.
First up, I want you to meet Jody. She's a level 4 apprentice over at a big retailer, Ibis Stores. And she's probably a lot like you. She's super bright, eager to go, and really wants to make a great impression. But like a lot of apprentices, she's just run into her first big wall.
And yeah, this is it. This is the wall. That one big question. She's staring at her apprenticeship standard. She sees Skill S2, and it's just this block of really formal text. It feels less like a guide and more like a riddle, you know? She knows she has to master it, and she knows she has to prove it, but how do you even start? It's all a bit of a fog.
So, our job today is to clear that fog for Jody and for you. Here's the game plan. We'll start with Jody's challenge, then we'll figure out what S2 actually is. From there, we'll map out the whole data journey step by step, talk about how to prove you've got the skills, and then the grand finale, how to absolutely nail that final assessment.
Okay, first things first. What in the world is Skill S2? To help us out, we're bringing in Jody's line manager, Riddle. Now, Riddle has been in marketing for years. She's seen it all, and she is a total pro at cutting through the corporate jargon.
Riddle's advice to Jody is brilliant. She says, just for a second, forget the complicated official language and think about it like this. S2 is basically the entire data journey. It's all about how you handle information professionally from the very beginning to the very end, all for one simple reason, to help Ibis stores make smarter decisions based on actual facts.
So Riddle breaks it down into these 5 key moves. It's a cycle. First, you collect the data. Then, you analyze it to find the story hiding inside. After that, you present that story so people can actually understand it. Then, you double-check everything, you validate it, and finally, you store it all safely and legally. That's it! That's the whole life cycle of data in a professional setting.
And this is why it's so important. As Riddle puts it, every single big decision at Ibis stores, launching a new product, a big ad campaign, it all depends on good data. If the data you provide is weak or sloppy, the business decision will be weak and sloppy. This skill, it's the foundation of everyone trusting your work.
Okay, so now Jody totally gets the what and the why, but she still needs the how. So let's move on. It's time to map out the data journey. And for that, we bring in her mentor, Adam. Adam is the guy who turns all that theory into a practical, get-it-done plan. I love this. Adam calls it a data quest and breaks it down into 6 clear steps. Step 1, up top. Understand your ingredients. What's the difference between data you collect yourself versus an industry report you just download? Then, step 2 is about collecting it the right way, thinking about ethics and consent. Step 3 is where you roll up your sleeves, you clean the data and start to analyze it. For an apprentice, that might just be doing simple counts in Excel to see what customers said. Then, a really crucial one, step 4. You validate your work. Is it accurate? Is it biased? Step 5 is all about telling the story, using clear charts and simple language. And finally, step 6, you lock it all down, making sure it's stored securely and you're following all the rules, like GDPR.
Right, so Jody has our quest map, she knows the steps, but how does she prove to her assessors that she's actually done it all? Well, that brings us to our next section, and to her apprentice coach, Olivia. Olivia's entire job is to help Jody turn her hard work into solid gold evidence for her portfolio.
So Olivia tells Jody to think like a treasure hunter. Every single step on Adam's quest produces treasure. That survey you designed, that's treasure. The spreadsheet with your analysis, screenshot it, that's treasure. These are the things you upload to Aptim, your online portfolio. For example, Jody helped create a customer feedback survey. So she saved the survey document, took a screenshot of the raw data in Excel, and saved the PowerPoint slide with the chart she made. Boom! That's 3 amazing pieces of evidence from just one task.
And this is Olivia's secret decoder ring. This table is so incredibly useful, it shows you exactly how an assessor thinks. On the left, you've got what you do. So when you collect data and upload your survey as proof, the assessor looks to the right and ticks the box for accurate and appropriate methods. When they see your spreadsheet, they tick clear logical analysis. It's that simple. Your job is just to make sure your evidence clearly shows them what they're looking for.
So, with Riddle's clear definition, Adam's step-by-step plan, and Olivia's evidence guide, Jody's path is suddenly crystal clear. Which brings us to our final section, passing the final assessment. Because this is what it's all about, right? Getting to that finish line and becoming a qualified market research executive.
And this is Olivia's final and maybe most important piece of advice. It is not enough to just show you can do stuff with data. You have to connect the dots for the assessor.
You have to tell them the full story. Here's the data I found, here's the cool insight I discovered from it, and here's how that insight actually helped IBIS stores make a better decision. That's the story they want to hear.
And just like that, everything has changed for Jody. That big, confusing block of text is now a simple roadmap. She's not just an apprentice taking off tasks anymore. No, she's a researcher in training, someone who's adding real value, and she's confidently gathering the proof she needs along the way. She's not overwhelmed, she's empowered.
So Jody's got her map, she knows what to do and how to prove it. The only question left is for you. Take a look at Adam's 6 steps again. What's going to be your first step on your own data quest?